So in my previous video, I suggested that the main psychological and political divide in humanity is one of materialism versus spirituality. And when I say spirituality, I mean the immaterial things, the Platonic realm, the realm of ideas, the realm of spirit beings, the realm of imagination, the realm of consciousness, perception-ish. And then there's the realm of matter, the realm of the material, the realm of the substance, the realm of the fact. And these two things come together and they form a surface. Like this everything that you can see, touch, taste, think about, imagine, experience is happening on the surface between these two things. Between the mind and the imagination and the spiritual and reality. And at that point of contact, you get perception, you get the wave dance that is the material world. And so people split both individually and collectively along these lines of focusing on one or the other. And so people who become spiritual kind of like start to see the weather and the behavior of the air and the planets as the things dictating the surface and the waves. That's what controls the waves. And materialistic people will say, no, the waves are made of water, and and they look at these causal chains and they go, the reasons the wave is right there is because it was right here before, and it was right there before that, and it was right there before that. See, and we can redirect the waves and divert them, and we can control the waves by by manipulating the water itself, by manipulating the matter. And then the spiritual people go, well, where did that wave come from? And they go, I don't know, but tracing it as far back as we can go, it just it came obviously from right here. And they go, well, where did it come from before that? And they go, it came from right there. And the material people will go, oh, you think the wave came from, outer space? You think the wave came from above? And you go, well, where did it start? And they go, well, we can't see that. It's too big to see. It's too immaterial. We can't see the pressure of the atmosphere going up and down and bobbing on the ocean like a big beach ball. We can't see that. We can't see the coronal mass ejection from the sun coming out, compressing the atmosphere and causing the atmosphere to wiggle back and forth, generating big waves as it presses down on the water over and over and over again. You can't see that, but that's what people are claiming. We go, oh, the angels inspire the movements and the waves and the motions in man. And you go, what? And then they go, well, look into your heart. Look into your heart. The same way that you would look into a telescope, look into the heart, and you can see a picture there. And you go, I can't see anything. And it's kind of like how you put your eye up to the telescope and it's all black, and you have to like align it perfectly. And they go, yeah, if you get the eye of your heart aligned perfectly, you can see into it like a telescope, and you can see the heavens, which are actually causing the behavior of the ocean. But the evidence for this causal chain is always incredibly flimsy. It's just a couple of pixels versus like, here's the wave, here's the matter, here's the whatever. And you go, no, I've deduced this pattern in the stars, in the moon. You can't touch it, see it, taste it, or you can't even really see it without this instrument. Not very well. But it's why all these things are happening. Right, so the split is between those two things. Some people are materialistic and some people are spiritual. And the spiritual people seem to have dominion, or they have authority, or they are above the material people. The priest class is above the commoner. The people who understand the weather patterns are the ones that know what the waves are going to be doing. if you want to be able to survive that, to build walls, to build boats, to build whatever, then you need the material understanding as well. You need a material understanding to respond to spiritual understanding. And then the degree to which they argue about what's going on, and the spiritual person goes, no, this is the causal chain about why this is happening. And the material person goes, no, this is the causal chain about why this is happening. And then there's even a third perspective to where we go, the surface is creating both the material and the spiritual necessities for its existence. Like the cause of reality is emanating from the moment. And both the spiritual and the material causal chains are responses to what's happening, because there is free will, because there is only now. And so then Christ comes and says that, and says you don't have to petition to a deity. You can go straight to God because I am He. Right? You're already at the origin. You are the origin. You're at the actions right here create the spiritual and the material world. And no amount of interfering with the spiritual or the material world can prevent this moment from saying what it is saying. You can keep somebody awake with excitement for so long, but then they're going to go back to sleep, right? Isn't it weird that people go back to sleep no matter how much they wake up? And when you wake up, like at that point, there's a guarantee of going back to sleep. And then a new life or a new awareness comes together when you start chaining days together, intervals between sleep, right? Like what an infant only doesn't have more than day-to-day memory, or even second to second. But as you start chaining longer and longer events together, your personality emerges. I was here first. Right. What was that quote I saw? It's your job to drive predictably, not nicely. This thing where you randomly and chaotically stop to violate traffic laws, to create unpredictability, to be nice, is psychopathic. Creating an unpredictable environment in order to fulfill your selfish desire to be a nice person, and like randomly stop where you're not supposed to stop, is is a psychopathic narcissism that is difficult to describe or talk about due to the emotional trauma it has caused millions of people.